Welcome to Red Pill Markets. Today is May 27, 2020. We're going to go over our stash account first. Markets were up. I think Dow was up less than 2%. S&P 500, S&P 500 was up maybe 1.5%. NASDAQ was up 0.75%. Small caps was up almost 3%. So yesterday, I did mention 10% each of S&P 500, Harbor Capital, and then 20% of SS Russell or small caps. But towards the end of the day, NASDAQ starts selling off. When I saw that, I knew NASDAQ was probably going to be up today. If NASDAQ was up, I knew small caps was going to be up at least twice as much as NASDAQ. So at the last minute, I switched to 20% each of Putnam Stable Value, S&P 500, Harbor Capital, and then I went 40% on SS Russell. So I'm anticipating like a 1.5 to 1.75% gain from today's action. Now, I also knew we were getting very close to hitting some overhead resistance. So today, before 4 o'clock, I moved to 100% Putnam Stable Value. I'm not really worried about missing out on the gains. I'm worried about preserving what we have. With the gains today, we have a new all-time record high in our 401k portfolio. So we should be close to 5% up for the year. There was a time where we were down almost 10%. We made that up in the last 3 weeks. I've been trying to encourage people to jump on board with the moves. Let's get started with stash. Stash, FLIR Systems. FLIR Systems is still down, but whenever it comes up, even if it's a month from now, we're looking for probably like a 10 or 15% gain in that. So I'm pretty excited about that one. Diamond Shipping still has another maybe 5, 7.5, 10% to go on this leg. So we added more to FLIR, we added more to Diamond Shipping. Marathon's up 4.5 total. CVR Energy, we actually got that from Carl Icahn. Is one of his major investments. It looked very, very good. That's going to be one of our longer term holds for now. It's up 0.25%. Netflix is still, actually Netflix is headed on its way down. That's why we're not really adding too much to it. So it'll probably get down to minus 10, minus 15% before we add some more to it. And then at some point it's going to shoot up. If not, we'll just hold it for a longer period of time. Abbott Labs is about flat. Oracle is about flat. Johnson & Johnson, we're still waiting for that to take off. So we may be adding to that one soon. Microsoft, we're still waiting for it to take off. We might be adding to that soon. Costco, up slightly. AMD. Oh, I meant to add to AMD, but I'm glad I didn't. AMD is on its way down. When it hits the lower part of the RSI, like 30 or 40, we'll add more to AMD. Walmart is down 2%. Hormel Foods is slowly creeping up. It's up 0.7%. The thing where I'm really kicking myself at, you guys are going to laugh, even though I've been preaching it for the last 2 months. The banks. Look at these bank stocks. A couple, 3 weeks ago, I should have doubled, triple, quadrupled up on my banks, but I didn't. So for now, I'm going to hold, see how high they go. I'll probably sell them off, buy them back when they come down in value some. Look at these banks, y'all. Now the banks, The banks are something that I picked myself. About half of our picks I got from professional investors. 25% of them I got from Gregory Manarino's help, and then about 25 I figured out on my own. The banks are what I figured out on my own. Did I mention I'm kicking myself for not adding to them later or earlier? Wells Fargo is up a total of 16.5%. Raw Earth is up 4.5%. We'll hold on to that for a while. JP Morgan's up 14%. Citigroup's up 20%. All that glitters is down 1%. Even Berkshire is up. Berkshire's up 7%. Morgan Stanley up 19%. Heinz Kraft up 3.5%. Goldman Sachs up 17.31%. Bank of America is up 17.3%. Tyson Foods, we came out on our own. That's going to be a longer term play. It's up 6%, or 5.5%. Procter & Gamble, Bristol Myers, Pfizer, Eli Lilly. Those are going to be longer term plays. We'll add to those as they start going higher. So for right now, I think in the last week we were finally positive on our stash account. For about 2 months we were negative, but we're finally positive. And I think we're up. We are up over 3%. So we expect it to go higher. We'll just keep an eye on it. This is like our first major time doing stock investments. We dabbled on them years ago, and we absolutely got slaughtered because we didn't really know what we were doing. Like over the last 10 years, we've been learning. So I'm pretty happy with this 3% gain. Tomorrow, if the markets are up like they were today, I expect I expect our stash to be up over 5%, maybe even 6% come tomorrow, if the markers are up like they were today. Thanks for watching. Like, share, comment, and subscribe later.